Of course, I had an alcohol problem. I had to drink over that. I mean,
Right.
you'd drink too, wouldn't you, if you
Yeah,
had that
right.
problem?
Yeah.
And Michael Landon was down on you, and the rest of the people were starting to shy away from you.
One of Hollywood's golden boys, Michael Landon. Handsome, charismatic, hardworking. But when the camera lights went out, there was another story echoing through the set's corridors. So why did this beloved star sometimes lose control of his temper? Who ended up on his blacklist? Here are the 5 people Michael Landon never forgot, and perhaps hated the most. On Little House on the Prairie, Karen Grassle played Caroline Ingalls. In the early years, they had a good working relationship, but when Grassle openly spoke up to the producers about her pay, things fell apart with Landon. Being both the lead actor and a producer, Landon took this as a personal betrayal. Thus began a period of cold stares on set, deliberate cutting of her lines, and silent revenge through camera angles. Yes, Victor French was one of Landon's closest friends. The two met on the set of Bonanza and worked side by side for years. But at one point, French accepted a role in another project, which infuriated Landon. He saw it as a test of loyalty. Although they eventually reconciled, the incident deeply shook Landon's trust. Landon had a personality that wanted to control every detail on set. He insisted on writing the scripts himself, sitting in the director's chair, and being involved all the way through the editing process. This led to serious arguments with some NBC executives. One producer once said, "Working with Michael is like holding the sun in your hands. It gives light, but it burns." These ego clashes even caused him to lose certain career opportunities. The rise of young and talented actors could make Landon uneasy. On Little House, the praise Melissa Sue Anderson received led to Landon giving her less screen time in certain scenes. Years later, Anderson confirmed the tension in an interview, saying, "Michael liked me, but he always wanted to be the center of attention." While most people focus on his issues with other actors, Landon's fiercest fights were actually with the crew. Lighting technicians, set designers, even costume staff. His perfectionism meant he wouldn't forgive even the smallest mistake. One lighting technician recalled, if a single bulb was wrong, Michael would sulk all day. Some remained silent, while others expressed regret. Karen Grassle years later admitted in an interview, "I was angry at him, but after he died, I realized he carried a very heavy burden." These words were a late confession after years of estrangement. Michael Landon was a legend who left an indelible mark on television history. His light could illuminate others, but sometimes cast them into shadow. The people he hated were in truth reflections of the breaking points in his life. Perhaps these rivalries were the result of his inner wounds, ambitions, and an unshakable need for control. And in Hollywood, just like on screen, the real stories are always far more complicated than they seem.